Hello friends, it's Shadow Ready here, playing some more World of Warships. Today, we're going to cover the top 5 best ships that are premium in this game. So if you decide to put out money, these are the 5 ships that I recommend, just due to the fact of they're actually pretty good, and they won't steal your money away, at least in my opinion. I am going to give an honorable mention to the Missouri. The Missouri used to be amazing back in the day. It was a credit printing machine, and it was amazing, and it had radar. They've had some nerfs recently to her, so she's not as good at making credits, but I at least just wanted to throw her in there. And plus, it was kind of cool whenever Steven Seagal was your captain, but, you know, he did some bad things. But let's get on to the actual list. At number 5, I'm going to go with the Georgia. The Georgia is now on screen right now, but she is a very good ship. She is a fast battleship. She's got decent armor, decent to good armor as long as you're angling, and you have powerful guns, like very powerful. So that's the only downside to the powerful guns, is the long reload, but you can also have fun and do a secondary build with her. You know, everybody does something slightly different with the Georgia, but overall the guns are amazing on this ship, and it's highly worth it. Once again, it used to be a steel ship, so you could get it for free, so that was nice, but steel/coal ship, sorry, let me rephrase that. But if you're able to purchase it, it's a very good ship regardless, so just wanted to at least put that on your radar. Alright, at number 4 is gonna be probably my favorite ship to troll in, is the Alaska, or not the Alaska, but the Smolensk. The Smolensk is so much fun. It's just barrage of fire. You basically, you know, like block out the sun with how many shots you fire at them. It's ridiculous. It's also kind of just funny in general, so that's why I enjoy the Smolensk so much, is just because it's just an overall fun ship, but you can get punished so bad. But the funny thing is, if you are facing off against like the Yamato and very high caliber guns, the shots will actually go through you, and it's an over penetration, so that's at least the good part. The bad part is, of course, you are still no armor whatsoever, but you do have a, you know, smoke screen, which is phenomenal. But smoke screens are torpedo magnets, so just be aware of that. But overall, Smolensk, very fun ship if you're able to purchase it. Once again, I'm not recommending you buy anything in this game because I haven't done that in years, but these are the premium ships that I would recommend. So at the 3rd spot would be the Thunderer. It's just an overall great ship. It just light things on fire, and you reprint your ship after a while. It's not as good as the actual tier 10 at reprinting your ship, but it's still a fun ship. It's just HE spam, like one hit, instant fires. I think it's got still the highest, or one of the highest HE starters in the game, which is kind of busted. And also it's got a good reload. You just have to be careful about its armor. The armor is but it does make up with it because it's got very good detection ability, or not detectability, you know what I mean. So overall, fun ship to play, especially if you could put like your captain as Jingles. I think it's just fun to play with Jingles as a captain, so because it's down the UK line, and then, you know, Jingles is saying something random that you're like, what? But that's just my opinion. It's just a combination per se. But if you don't have Jingles, it's still overall a very good ship. A lot of people hate it, of course, because of the HE spam that you have, but that's the whole point. You gotta win with that premium ship. Alright, at number 2 is one of the ships that I feel like is a very trollish ship, but it's still fun. It's the Massachusetts. It's got very, very, very good armament and great secondaries. The secondaries is basically what makes that ship what it is. The guns on the ship are pretty good, but it's the secondaries. It's basically the German secondaries put on a US battleship, and, you know, it's fun. So, you know, a lot of people enjoy that. It doesn't require a lot of skill to play that ship to get a lot of damage in. So that's why a lot of people probably like it, and that's why I didn't put it up at number 1. because one, it doesn't take a lot of skill. Two, there can be better ships, but it's very strong. And if I could see Wargaming doing something to that ship to at least bring down the balance just a little bit, if that ever happens. Usually they try not to touch the premium ships after it's been released, unlike the Missouri, of course. But Massachusetts, very good ship. Highly recommend if you are new to the game and you want like a high premium battleship. This would be a good one for you. There's not a huge learning curve like there is with like the Georgia. The Georgia's kind of got more of a learning curve because your shots just take forever to get there. So, what is my #1 favorite premium ship in the game? Which is surprised I didn't pick a destroyer, to be honest with you. But my favorite one is the Jean Bart. It holds dear to my heart. Once again, got that ship out of the... with basically using coal. You can buy it if you want, but I highly recommend using, you know, if you can't tell, most of the ships on this line, you didn't actually have to pay with true money. That's why I didn't put Massachusetts up higher either. But most of the times they were either in the store as like steel or coal or something like that. So that's something that you can always look forward to. But let's get back into it. The Jean Bart is probably one of my favorites because that was one of the very first ships that had that reload mechanic. And man, it is so fun, especially whenever like a cruiser or a battleship is coming around an island, giving you full broadside, and they're like, ha ha ha, I got you. And then you're like, no you don't. And you have the armor piercer already loaded, and then boom, 2 seconds later, boom again, and then they're dead. And they're like, whoa, what happened to everything? You can build a meme secondary build on that ship. It used to be better back in the day, but the secondaries aren't as good. They're just there to set fires, basically, which is unfortunate because they used to be a lot of fun. But I see why they changed it whenever they just changed all of the secondary builds, basically. But with that being said, it's a fun ship. It's a great way to get you introduced to the French line because most French ships play like that style in a way. Also, it's fast. It's fast. That's what I like. It's more of a fast ship. If you can't tell, I'm a little biased towards fast ships because I just hate like the Colorado and Kansas. 'Tis why it's the Kansas is on the other ship list of one of the worst. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comment section what is your favorite premium ship. And once again, I am not saying buy these. Don't buy these if you don't have the funds to do this. But if you're looking to purchase something, these are the ones I would recommend. But once again, there is an alternative way every single time. You could use coal, steel, that type of stuff. So there are other ways to purchase some of these ships that I have provided on this list. But with that being said, hopefully you have a wonderful day. Make sure you subscribe so that you're in the know for the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.